Scorpio. I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for February 2015. This month, I laid out the Rainbow Tarot spread for you, and in conclusion, pulled a card from the Doreen Virtues Healing with the Angels Oracle cards. Before I start your reading, I would like to address something here. I've received many emails and comments on the comment boards and private messages on Facebook from viewers who are finding that their rising sign videos and their moon sign videos often are very accurate and resonate for them, especially on months where their natal sign video, their sun sign video, may not be resonating with them that month. So I encourage you to watch those videos if you're finding that your sun sign video just doesn't ring true to you on the month you're watching. Now, if you do not know your rising sign or ascendant, it is also called, or your moon sign, the way you can do that for free is type in your browser free birth chart or free natal chart, and you will get at least 3 and probably more websites that will come up. Once you go to those websites, you have to enter in your birthday and date. You have to enter in the city you were born and your birth time. Your birth time is very important. You plug in that information and the computer will generate a chart for you and show you where all the planets were at the time you were born, and you can print this out. And then in your future, not even just for my videos, if you listen to astrology videos on YouTube, you can also start listening to your rising sign videos as well. So I just thought I'd share that with you because you might find that you will gain more information listening to those as well. So Scorpio, to start your reading, you have the Temperance card. And the Temperance card to me symbolizes having patience. It's not only patience, it can also be that you are being divinely inspired by the work you're doing, what you're creating, doing, saying is coming through you, like the divine powers are coming through you and what you're doing and creating. But first and foremost, it usually means patience. I feel some of you Scorpios have really been troubled about something that you've been going back and forth with in your mind, like struggling with something or going back and forth with. I feel that you need to be more firmly grounded right now, and that you're kind of going through a bit of a spell of scattering your forces and scattering your energies. I do feel that many of you Scorpios are going to be getting a leg up financially, or getting some opportunity that's going to come to you that will then give you an oomph to your finances. The arc of time that this comes up the strongest to me is in January, February, and March. So if this did not occur for you in January, look for it to occur possibly in the month of February or March. Now, as I always say, this is a general reading, so the only way to get a reading specifically for you is to have a private reading. This will not apply to all Scorpios in this general reading. There's going to be somebody of prominence that comes and talks to you and wants to see you or talk to you about something. You're going to feel a lot of jealousy or envy coming off of this person. It may be directed at you, but I'm getting you're going to pick that up. And you are going to be getting them to tell you information. So I feel that your spidey senses are going to be tingling, and that you are going to use your powers of persuasion and that you possess, and get some information from this person that would be pertinent and helpful and useful to you. And I feel that if you're a working Scorpio, there's going to be going on a lot of gossiping among your coworkers. This could also be gossiping among your social circle if it's not applying to you at work, because secondly, it comes up in your social circle. I feel that there's going to be sense that this is going to could trigger some anxiety in you, because it may make you feel like you're on your guard and put you on tenterhooks and wonder like what exactly is going on. Like I'm getting you feeling nervous about this, gossiping or murmurings you hear going on. You will understand this more clearly in a few months when all the details are out in the open and worked out and ironed out. So for some of you, I feel that there's some things going on at your place of employment. This could be some changes, maybe some changing of the guard, somebody stepping down, somebody new taking it over, or your company being bought by some other outside company, or some other company coming in and auditing or editing or changing and shifting what's going on at your company. But there's something coming in from an outside source. They either buy it out or just somebody comes in and like investigates, restructures, reorganizes. Can be happening. And I'm getting this is creating a lot of fear, anxiety, worry, buzz, gossip, whatever around you. It's not directed directly at you. It's directed at the sphere that you're operating in. If you're a Scorpio that is not working, I feel that you are going to be hearing gossip coming to you through the family members gossiping, and also could be social circle, any group of friends you hang out with, gossiping. Somewhere it definitely doesn't matter which Scorpio you are, there's worry and gossiping going on around you, whether you're a stay-at-home Scorpio, whether you're or you're out in the work world, it's happening in some sphere around you. For some of you Scorpios, you're going to be linked to some new partnership is coming in here. For some of you, this is going to be through your work, and you're going to be assigned to work with someone new jointly on a project. And for some of you, this could be romantic, a new romantic partner. It could also be that. And I feel that some of you are going to be working on a project together or studying something together, like new formats, new programs, new things coming in, or a new account, new business. But I'm seeing you work with somebody and like I'm seeing you going through things itemized, one thing after another. I see lists, I see columns, I see numbers, I see names, or might not be people's names. It could be names of companies or names of products or things itemized and going across, and it looks like a sheet where there's several columns, and I'm seeing you work with somebody and like you're going through it with somebody. So for some of you, it's a partnership that you're working on and learning something together, and dissecting things together with someone. And for some of you, it is a new romantic partner. A partnership comes up. Now, in the next position you have Two of Swords. And Two of Swords is a card that symbolizes being blocked. It can be a stalemate. This could be an ending of a relationship. It could be an ending of a business situation, or it can be just being blocked and not being able to move forward with something that you want to do. I feel for some of you Scorpios, you've really been under the gun and under pressure at home or from family members. And at times I feel that you have felt a little lonely and lost, and a little bit of up, down, and all over the place, like emotionally. I'm getting like this emotional, scattering going on. I feel for many of you, this month of February is a very telltale month for you. So I feel you're going to find some things out. Some information is going to come to you and be revealed to you. For some of you, this news is going to be a welcoming in assurance for you that things are going to work out and be okay for some of you. I do feel for some of you Scorpios, you are going to be on an emotional swing for the next 4 or 5 months. Some of you are going to really be hitting some real emotional highs. I do see that, but it does swing. So it's like, it's not a consistent high of emotions. There's going to be a detour for some of you where I feel like you are going to change something that you're doing. So if you were somebody that was going to the left, and suddenly I feel you are going to go to the right. I do feel that there has been some information that has been kept hidden from you. So I do feel that for some of you Scorpios, you've been in the dark. Some people have tried to keep you in the dark about some things. Some of you, wow, Scorpio is all over the place this month because I feel for some of you, you will be ending an unhealthy relationship. However, I feel that those of you that are leaving an unhealthy relationship, there's a great deal of struggle internally for you to do this. So I'm not going to sit here and try to paint a rosy picture about that. I don't feel that's going to be an easy thing for you to do. Those of you Scorpios that are making a decision to alter the course that you've been on and take a detour and end a unhealthy relationship, it is going to be a struggle. I don't see you being like, yeah, like it's easy. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing you like almost at war with yourself over it. It may cause you digestive problems even because I'm seeing your stomach being affected by this decision or, getting ready to make this decision. I feel February is a very intense month for many of you Scorpios. I do feel though that there will be a lot of fun bantering back and forth, some fun bantering with some people. So it's not like February's all doom and gloom for you Scorpios. Don't freak out because I do see you talking to some people that I do see you having some good times. So you have a mixed bag this month that's coming up off this card. Some of you are going to be leaving an unhealthy relationship and struggling with it. Some of you are going to be finding out some information that's going to be revealed to you that had been kept hidden that you didn't know about. That's going to happen for some of you. And this will be a relief for you to know. Not that it's going to be bad. You will be glad to know this information that comes to you. And some of you are going to be having a real good time, like flirting, chatting, getting out, socializing, having a good time, maybe going to bars or parties or gatherings or having fun, like just lighthearted social situations for some of you. This could be just going out and hanging out with friends, groups of friends and having fun. So February looks like a mixed bag. Some of you ending a relationship, I'm not going to lie. February is it's a whirlwind, I feel, for you, internally, a whirlwind. Now, in the position that's crowning your reading, you have the Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords to me can symbolize an air sign child. This would be a Gemini, an Aquarius, or a Libra. That could be their sun sign, their rising sign, or their moon sign. If it is not a child, it can also be an adult. Ever since the month of October of 2014, I am seeing sometimes adults are coming up as pages. This could just be here to give you a message of some sort. It may not always be a child. So let me hear why it showed up for you. I do feel it does involve a family member that you have growing concern about. So if it is not a child to you, it is somebody in your family that you have concern about. And I get like growing concern, like you're worrying about them, like this feeling of worry. This child is trying to hide things from you, or this family member is trying to hide things from you. There's a great deal of unhappiness circling around him or her, but I'm going to tell you he comes up first to me as a he before he comes up as a her, but it can be either a male or female, but I'm hearing him or her. I feel he doesn't want you to know his involvements. So I feel like whoever this is in the family for you, if it's your child or someone you care about greatly, they've got some dealings with some people that are not the best people for them to be associating with. And there's a lot of underground kind of activity going on here. So they may be doing plotting and scheming to steal something, or maybe they're involved with drugs or drug dealing, or maybe they're like doing vandalizing of some sort. It's just like whatever they're doing, there's some unsavory activities going on around this. I'm calling him a child or her a child. He or she could be 18 even. They don't have to be a little kid. They don't have to be 6 or 7. This can be a teenager or, a very, very young adult, 18, 19, 20 even. It's just they're dealing with some unsavory people. Their influences are not good that are around them and are putting negative thoughts and ideas in their heads as well. I feel that you're going to see a great drop in this child or person's energy. And that if they're in school, if they're a student, you're going to see their grades drop as well. They want to be on their own and they want to be left alone. So this person, if they're a teenager, they really want to be out on their own. I'm not saying they have the capability to do it, but that they feel like they're adult enough or they know what's good for them kind of energy floating around them. There's going to be a great deal of destructive behavior on their part. This will be linked to money and dealings with money. They may have some items that they take to a pawn shop and sell. They may have stolen some items or received some items through their friends that their friends have stolen, and then they take it to a pawn shop and then they get some money for it because there's money coming up here. Or if they're involved in drug dealing or their friends are, there's money, exchange of money, and them getting money is involved here for this child. I feel for some of you Scorpios, you are going to be taking this child to get guidance through a social worker or a guidance counselor or through a therapist like a psychologist or a psychiatrist. I do feel that some of you Scorpios are going to try to erase these problems or get a handle on them or get to the root of the problems by taking this child or teen or young adult to counseling or therapy and get to the root of it. I do feel there will be some deal breaking going on here where there will be some confessing. So I feel like you will get some headway here. There will be some things that will move in this situation. I feel that through a therapist or counselor or guidance counselor or social worker, they are going to tell you to take a step back from this situation and analyze it and not try to get too involved in the situation at that moment when you're counseling or when the therapy's going on. Like, some advice that's going to come to you is to take a step back to let's see what happens. I'm not saying for a long period of time, but like I'm seeing your foot on the gas pedal. I'm getting the message is that you're going to be given through a professional for you to take your foot off the gas pedal on this child, or, if it's a child to you or whoever this is that you care about, this family member, to take off any pressure or like haranguing or, pressuring them or verbally confronting them, to take your foot off that. So hopefully this message is going to make sense. It's not going to apply to all you Scorpios, but some of you will know what I'm talking about. Now, in the next position here, you have the Devil. And the Devil card, Scorpio, is a card to me that symbolizes being bound to an unhealthy relationship. It can be a very strong sexual bond and sexual tie can be happening here. It can also be a card of addiction. This can be an addiction to alcohol. It can be addicted to drugs. It could be an addiction, showing an addiction to spending money, gambling. it can be any of those things. Now, if it doesn't apply directly to you, it could be you're being involved with somebody that is the person that has the addictions. It could be you being bound to an unhealthy relationship and they're addicted to things. But pretty much to me, this could even be like you're addicted to them, like you're addicted to this person. It can be that as well. Again, it comes up for those of you that have been in an unhealthy relationship. I feel that you will be leaving it. You may find that if this is you and you're leaving an unhealthy relationship, I feel that you may also encounter some surprise attacks coming to you from them, where they're going to say things and accuse you of things that you are surprised about and didn't expect to hear coming from them. I do feel that there was a great deal of love or chemistry that burned very brightly between the two of you at one time, but I feel that this is either fizzled out and is gone, or it's just, it's run its course and now it's time for it to be over. For those of you that are becoming single, you will be married again. So if this isn't going to be the end of the line for many of you if you end this relationship. Do not fear that this means that you will be alone, because I do not feel that you will for most of you. For some of you, you are going to be talking to a lawyer and getting this separation or divorce in motion, or talking about settlement of property. And I feel that many of you Scorpios are going to be angry at this partner for what they have done. So I feel that you are going to feel like they hurt you or abused you, or, maybe they cheated, or maybe they stole money from you, or lied to you about something. There's something that this partner has done that you are not going to be happy with, and you're going to feel angry at them for, because I get your anger directed at them. And a slight feeling of vengeance, like you do want to see them pay. So you may go after them financially for alimony, or for support, or for some kind of settlement or payback of money. But I get wanting a settlement of some kind of debt, or like a settling the score coming up feeling from you to them. I do feel that those of you that are breaking out of a relationship, a marriage or a relationship, that a new partner for you enters in the picture, I feel, in August or September, because I'm hearing the fall, but it's even crossing into, it's really still summertime at that time frame, but I'm hearing the word fall, but I'm seeing in my head and the end of August or going into September, a new partner coming in for you. I feel that February is more the month of I'm hearing the words fusion, but fusion I think means coming together, but I'm getting like sparks where something combusts. So like we're burning out of a fuse. I'm seeing like that kind of energy happening for this month of February. So for many of you, I feel like the endings are actually coming now. I feel that there's a great deal of trust that has been eroded here, because I'm hearing the words trust eroded and now there's mistrust. And so once there's mistrust in a relationship, it's very, very difficult to repair that, almost impossible. So, I mean, we all have our opinions on that. So you may see it differently, but this is what I feel and what I'm hearing here. You will be aligning yourself with a partner that's new and better for you, for those of you that are ending this relationship. And those of you that are ending the relationship are going to know who I'm talking to. If you're happily married, this is not you. If you're a happily married Scorpio, this message does not apply to you. The Scorpios that I'm speaking to are going to know who they are. They're either in an unhappy, unhealthy, unsettled marriage, or unhealthy, unhappy, unsettled relationship that's, a serious partnership. For those of you that are married Scorpios, you may see some alcohol abuse in your family. Might not be you, This could be your marriage partner or somebody in your family that you're close to, a sibling to you, or a child, or an aunt, an uncle, a parent. Doesn't matter who it is. You have, for those of you that are married, um, happily married, you could be seeing alcohol abuse or some kind of substance abuse in your family. For some of you Scorpios, you're going to be reuniting with somebody that has been estranged from you in your family or in your social circle, that is going to come back into the picture, that has been out of your life and is returning. This could take place in this month of February, towards the end of the month. The arc of time for that for you would be January, February, and March. So if you didn't see it occur in January, it could occur this month or possibly even in March. Now, in the position you have as the outcome card of the tarot card spread, you have the Death card. And the Death card is a card to me that symbolizes transformation, something ending so something new can begin. I hear that you are going to be vibrating to a new and higher level. Your energetic self and your vibrations are going up an octave. That's what they're telling me. You are going to be learning a new skill, which will be separating yourselves from others. So if this is a work-related thing, I feel like you are going to be getting training or educating yourself or learning new skills that jump you up above other people that you work with in your company, in your business, in your whatever type of employment. If you're a private business owner and you work out of your home, or you are your own boss, you are doing something that you're going to incorporate and learn, study, and develop and incorporate, that will be lifting your business up, yourself. You definitely have learned some information that will be helpful and useful to you. This can be family information, this can be work information, but whatever information comes to you in this month of February will be especially helpful to you and valuable information. Some of you may be partnering yourself up with a new group or a new team. So if you have a job where you work in groups or teams, I feel that for some of you, you will be moved to a new team or grouped up with a new team or a new section or a new unit or a new area of the place you're working. Because for me, it comes up first as a work-related issue. For some of you, there will be an influx of cash coming to you towards the end of this month of February. I get that many of you Scorpios now really see things very clearly, and that you're developing yourself and your own talents in a new way and elevating yourself, because I'm seeing you work on yourself and your knowledge and your abilities and what you have to offer and how you can market yourself and sell yourself and what you know. And I do feel that money comes to you. I really feel it, but some of you are going to gain this money. Not only, some of you are going to get it through an inheritance. Some of you are going to get this money through somebody in your family giving it to you or loaning it to you. And I don't even feel like it's a loan. It's just giving it to you. Or some of you are going to get it through your job and an increase in your salary. It just depends on which Scorpio you are. You may experience, if you are the Scorpio getting this money through an inheritance or through a family member giving it to you, there may be squabbles or family fights or pressures or, discontent about this money. So be on the lookout for that. You may have some conversations that feel like they're irritated conversations with some family members involving this cash, if it's coming to you through an inheritance or through a gift of cash through a family member. And I also feel that there will be a settling of debts and scores, where if you borrowed money from anyone, that now I see you getting money. You may settle some old debts that you have with someone as well. It's a possibility for some of you Scorpios. Now, as your outcome card for the Healing with the Angels, Doreen Virtue's Healing with the Angels Oracle cards, you have the card of study, which makes total sense because in these messages I did get that you were going to be studying and learning some things about your job. If you listen to the reading, it came up more than once. Some of you this will be self-education. Some of it will be through your job. Some of it will be for your own business, and some of it's going to be in regard to who you're working for and the company or business you work for. You have all the tools you need, so now be prepared to move forward. Some of you have languished or lingered in the past too long, and now you need to change your direction and your energy and move forward. So that can be lingered in the past too long mentally and emotionally. It can also be physically. I do feel that you are going to get a great deal of money coming towards you this year. This year, Scorpios in general across the board will, by the end of this year of 2015, see their financial picture improve and money is on the rise. It's just going to depend on which Scorpio you are and what channels this money comes to you will be different for all of you. You are not all going to get a raise, and you are not all going to get an inheritance, and you are not all going to get a gift of cash, but those are the ways it's going to come to the different Scorpios out there. You are going to be liberated and free from some things that bound you. So some of you, this liberation is going to come through divorce or ending a relationship and walking away for some of you. But think on those words. This message for February is that you are going to be liberated and freed from some things that bound you. You are going to be gathering your forces and your energies and moving in a new direction. And for some of you, you may even be moving out of the time zone that you're in. So there may be a actual physical move for some of you, where if you were living on the West Coast, maybe you're going to live on the East Coast. Or if you were living in the United States, maybe now you're going to live out of this country, because they do talk for some of you, you will be moving from your time zone. So I hope this reading was of help to some of you Scorpios out there. I want to say thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for Google Plusing. I do appreciate you. If you're interested in a private reading with me, please go to my website. It is posted below this video and at the end of the video, which is www.theluckymermaid.com. Go to my order page and you can schedule your own appointment, and then go back to the order page and make your payment. And by clicking on the Buy Now button, which will take you through PayPal, please make your payment at the time you schedule your readings. I have to cancel any unpaid appointments. I appreciate if you do that. Thank you. There is a 7-month wait. I'm sorry about that. I may be able to open up more times moving forward in the future, but for right now, the calendar is booking into July. So I want to say, Scorpio, I wish you many blessings and